Good afternoon to all of you. So, now let us start the remaining part of the project evaluation and program management. We have already seen about this evaluation of projects. Now, let us see about this program management part. So, in this lecture we will discuss first the various concepts of program management, then what is the benefit, how benefits can be managed. So, let us first before going to program management, now let us see what do we mean by a program. Project we have already seen. So, program means there are many definitions are there. One definition is given by DC Fons. So, according to this definition, program is a group of projects, it is a collection of projects that are managed in a coordinated way to gain some benefits that would not be possible were the projects to be managed independently. So, if the projects will be managed by independent persons, they will be managed by independently, then the benefit that we will get, it will be almost very negligible. In other words, if a group of projects, they can be managed in a coordinated way, in a collaborative way, then the possible benefits that we will get is much more high, which may not be obtained if the projects will be managed independently. So, that is what is the difference between projects and programs. Let us recall again, a program is a group of projects which are managed in a coordinated way, in a collaborative way to gain benefits that would not be possible if the projects would have been managed independently. Now, let us see what are the different types of programs available. These are the different types of programs. One, strategic programs. So, strategic programs are the projects which a group of projects, a collection of projects which implement a single strategy. Only those group of projects will follow, they will implement a single strategy, that is why they are known as strategic programs. Business cycle programs, these are the groups of projects that an organization undertakes within a business planning cycle. So, within a particular business planning cycle, what categories of projects, what groups of projects that an organization undertakes, that is known as business cycle programs. Then infrastructure programs. So, these are the groups of projects which are performing the activities of identifying some common infrastructure and its implementation and its maintenance. So, that is why since here the group of projects, they perform some activities of identifying some common infrastructure and its implementation and maintenance. That is why this program is known as infrastructure program. So, then R&D development or research and development programs, more popularly known as R&D programs, these are very easy to understand. So, these are the groups of projects which are involved in developing some new product, some innovative product based on some current research work. So, this is known as research and development programs or R&D programs. Then innovative partnerships. So, nowadays many companies, they do some collaborative projects, they do combiningly some, they tackle some projects combiningly collaboratively. So, these kinds of projects. So, this kinds of projects or the groups of similar types of projects based on collaboration by different organizations is known as innovative partnership. Here the projects are based on some collaborative work performed by different organizations. Now, let us see, we have already seen what is a project, we have already seen what is a program. Now, let us see what is the difference between a program manager and project manager. Why the resources for the for the resource allocation of the resource allocation to programs, it will depend upon who are the end users. They could be, that could be system analysts, database administrators, programmers, coders, etc. So, how the resources can be allocated to different projects or to different programs. Before this, so for allocating, knowing this research allocation, we must know what are the differences between the program managers and the project managers. So, mainly program manager, he is responsible for handling many simultaneous projects, whereas project manager, he performs only one project at a time. Similarly, the program manager, he has personal relationships with all the skilled resources working under him. But a project manager, he does not have a personal relationship. So, he has impersonal relationship with the resources. The objective of program manager is to optimize optimal use of the resources, how optimally he can utilize the resources. But the project manager, his objective is how to give minimize demand for the resources, how he can put minimization of the demands, how he can achieve minimization of the demands for the resources. Then the project manager, in case of project manager, the projects tend to be seen as similar, almost the projects are similar, but the project manager he views the projects or the projects which are under the project manager, they tend to be seen as unique, they are not similar, they are the projects which are under a project manager, they tend to be seen as unique. These are the differences between program managers and the project managers. So, accordingly the resources can be allocated to different projects. Now, let us see about these strategic programs. So, we have to see the strategic program management. So, actually we should know the before knowing the strategic program management, we should know the strategic programs. Strategic programs, I have already told you that these are the projects which implement a single strategy only. So, now we can see about the strategic program management. It is a different form of program management. Actually, the title should be strategic program management. So, strategic program management is a different form of program management, where portfolio of the projects, they all contribute to a common objective. They all work for a single strategy. They all contribute to a common objective. So, this is another form of program management, where the portfolio of the projects, they all contribute to a common objective. It is based on this OGC approach, where OGC stands for the Office of Government Commerce, previously it was known as CCTA. So, the initial planning document that we have to use is a program mandate. So, now let us see how to create a program. How to create a program, what kind of documents are required to create a program. The first document that we require to create a program is program mandate. So, this is the initial planning document is known as the program mandate. The program mandate describes what? The following things. It describes the new services or the capabilities that the program should deliver. So, what services or what capabilities which are particularly new that the program should deliver, that should be mentioned in this program mandate, this document. Then how an organization will be improved, the suggestions how the organization can be improved further. So, all those suggestions also should be put in the program mandate. Then fit with existing organization goals. So, whatever the services or the capabilities will do, so will perform, so or it will deliver, they must be fitting to the organizational goals. What are the organizational goals? So, these services capabilities as well as the suggestions for improving the organization, they should fit with the existing organizational goals or the objectives. A program director appointed a champion for this scheme. So, normally a program director appointed a champion for this type of schemes. So, as I have already told you, the first document for creating a program is a program mandate. Now, we must see the other documents that must be used for while creating a program. So, we must use these kinds of documents for creating a program. Now, first one, the program brief. As its name suggests, the details or the program details must be explained here briefly, that is known as the program brief. It is just equivalent to a feasibility study. Feasibility study we have already seen earlier, that and the three types of feasibility we have study, we have known technical feasibility, financial feasibility and operational feasibility. The most important one is the financial feasibility or the cost benefit analysis. So, this program brief it is just equivalent to a feasibility study. Here emphasis is given on the financial assessment or the cost benefit analysis. then there must be a statement, there is a document containing the vision statement. So, every organization should have a vision statement. This document explains the new capability that the organization will have. So, what kind of new capability the organization will have, this document explains this thing. Then there must be a blueprint. So, this document explains the changes to be made to obtain the new capability. So, in order to, so what new capability that the organization should have, that is contained in the vision statement, whereas the changes they need to be made, they need to be followed. So, that should be in order to obtain the new capability, that is present in the blueprint. Just a master print, a blueprint, it has to be prepared. This is the obvious English meaning the it has the organizations, every organization they have a blueprint. This document it explains what changes they have to be made in order to obtain the new capability. Then let us say what are the aids to program management, what documents or what diagrams or what tools they can be used to aid program management. There may be there may be physical and technical dependencies between projects. In many cases, in some cases the projects are independent, but in some cases the projects are dependent. That means, before completing one project you cannot go to another project. For example, suppose let us say that two organizations computer sections they have to be merged. Suppose this is a project, these two organizations computer sections or computer infrastructures they have to be merged. So, this project is there. So, previously the two organizations they were running in two different building. So, since they will be merged, then this can be treated as a project. So, after merging, suppose they will be shifted to another building, then you can see that this project, that merging of the computer sections of two organizations is completely dependent on the new building, the completion of the new building, because unless the new building is completely developed, is completely furnished, then the computer sections of both the organizations cannot be shifted. So, here that merging of two computer sections of the two organizations, this is a project, and finishing of the new building is another project. So, here merging of the two computer sections of the two organizations is completely dependent on the second project, that is this finishing or completing the new building. So, how we can represent these dependencies, may be physical or technical, how can represent the dependencies between projects. So, several diagrams are there to represent this. So, one particular diagram is there called as the dependency diagrams. So, this dependency diagram can be used to represent the physical and the technical dependencies between the different projects. So, this dependency diagram, just like activity networks, those who have known POT or CPM. So, there you must have used activity networks. So, these dependency diagrams just they are very much similar to the activity networks. Now, before going to see about the benefits management, let us see what is a benefit. So, after every organization they do some investment with an hope that after some years they will get back their money spent in the investment, as well as some profit they will get. So, that we call as the benefit. Benefits are of different types, we have already seen earlier. They may be they can be tangible benefit or intangible, they can be tangible benefits or intangible benefits. They can be direct or indirect, they can be fixed or they can be variable. So, now let us see these are the different types of benefits. You know that some of the benefits they can be easily identified, they can be easily measured, they can be easily quantified, whereas some of the benefits they cannot be identified, some of the benefits they cannot be measured, some of the benefits they cannot be quantified. So, we have to, if we know the different types of benefits and which of them can be identified, which of them can be quantified, which of them can be measured, then that will help in managing the benefits. So, this benefit management, it provides an organization with a capability that does not guarantee that this will provide benefits envisaged, need for benefits management. Simply say, this provide benefits management, it provides an organization with a capability that does not guarantee that this will provide benefits envisaged. It needs for benefits management. You just get benefit does not mean that you are always getting the benefits, you need to properly manage them. There is a need for benefits management. This has to be outside the project. Project will have been completed. So, a project will be completed after a few days or few years. So, this benefits management is normally handled outside the project. Therefore, it is done at the program level. We want to have the benefit for the organization. You know that some of the projects may give benefit, some of the benefits may lead to loss, but at a program level our objective should be to get more benefit. So, that is why the benefit management, it has to be conducted, it has to be handled outside the project, maybe at the program level. So, what this benefits management, or in order to carry out this benefit management, what we should do, what we must strive for. So, we have to define the expected benefits in order to, just like as we have seen the program management. In order to carry out this benefits management, we have to define first, define the expected benefits. We have to identify the expected benefits, we have to define them, but as I have already told you, some of the benefits they can be easily defined, but some of the benefits you cannot define them. Then we have to analyze the balance between cost and benefits. So, we have to analyze the balance between the cost and benefits, how much investment we have made, those are the cost, and how much benefits we are getting. Here you have to consider all sorts of benefits, including tangible, intangible, fixed and variable, and direct and benefit indirect. So, we have to take into consideration all the benefits, because some of the managers they normally they do not take into account the intangible benefits, because they are unable to measure them, they are unable to quantify the intangible benefits, they are not taking into consideration in the cost benefit analysis, but it is required that all the possible types of costs, including tangible and intangible, direct and indirect, and fixed and variable, they should be considered. Similarly, all the possible benefits such as direct and indirect benefits, tangible and intangible benefits, fixed and variable benefits, they must be taken into account during the cost benefit analysis. Then you have to analyze the balance between these costs and the benefits. Then the next step is plan how benefits will be achieved. This time the organization, this year this much benefit suppose they have got, then they must be planned how to maximize the benefit in the next year. So, they have to plan, they have to develop some specific plans how benefits can be maximized, how benefits will be, more benefits will be achieved in the future time. Then allocate responsibilities for their achievement. So, different personnels involved in the project, different personnels involved in the program, they will be assigned responsibilities for their achievement. So, this should be in the plan. So, we have to allocate responsibilities for their achievement. Similarly, monitor the achievement of the benefits. So, whether we have made the plan how to achieve the benefits, then just making the plan is not sufficient enough. Then we have to monitor them regularly. We have to monitor the achievement of benefits. We have to see what is the target that we have put this year, and periodically we have to say in periodic intervals what is the achievement, whether we are closer to the target or we are lagging behind the target. So, if we are lagging much behind the target, what precautions, what remedial actions we should take, so that we should achieve our target benefit. So, we have to monitor and control the achievement of the benefits. So, how can do this? As I have already told you, we have to monitor achievement of benefits. How can monitor the achievement of the benefits? So, for example, as I have already told you, we are not able to get the benefit because our the service we are providing or the product we are providing, we are not able to provide in the designated time. So, we have to see why we are lagging, why there is a delay. So, we can take precautionary measures so that this delay can be avoided. If the delay can be avoided, the service we can provide more services, we can sell more number of products. So, that will bring more profit. So, that is why we have to regularly monitor the achievement of the benefits. If something we are lagging behind, we must take remedial actions, so that we can be closer to the targeted benefits. So, now let us see what could be the possible benefits for an organization or for a project. So, these benefits these might include mandatory requirement, what kind of requirements are must, so that you may get a benefit. So, mandatory requirement, improved quality of service. So, this is called as a QoS. So, the quality of service must be improvised, so that automatically benefits will come in. The example I have already told you, if there is a much delay in providing the services, if we are much delay in producing the products, then obviously the customer, the end user will be dissatisfied, and we know dissatisfaction of the customers is not a benefit. Rather, the satisfied customers, even if it is a intangible benefit, but that will bring reputation to the organization, we can get more profit. So, we have to improve the quality of service. Then increased productivity, how in less time we can produce more number of products, that is called as this increased productivity. We may see we may use different approaches, maybe we will use some automated tools or some other things, so that with less time how you can increase the productivity, how you can increase more number of products in a given period of time. Then more motivated workforce, how we can motivated the people to work better. So, more motivated workforce will also bring in profit, okay, to the more motivated workforce will also bring in profit to this organization. And similarly, internal management benefit. So, among the organization, how you can create awareness, how you can do better management, so that we can get more benefits. So, for example, like if you will create awareness among the employees, say by giving some awards etc., and providing some scheme to them etc. So, we can internally manage the benefits, the employees they can be motivated to better, and different kinds of management, different kinds of benefits, those are internal to the management, they should be handled in a proper way. See, for example, we are now suppose doing one thing to increase the number of sales, and now if we want to increase the number of sales, suppose it is happening that the sales are increasing, and now in order to get more number of sales, if we will put some employee to do overtime job. So, time will come that the benefit due to getting more sales might it will be much less that than the amount that will pay to the employees in overtime. So, that will not be considered as a benefit, rather that will be a disbenefit. So, we should try to avoid this. So, this kind of things we must take care of in order to improvise our benefits. So, similarly, another benefit may come due to risk reduction. We have already seen the different types of risks, such as business risks and the project risks. So, our objective is to reduce the number of risks. Of course, where there is more risks, there is more benefit, more profit, but handling these risks will be much more important. So, we will try to reduce the number of risks, how the number of risks can be reduced, so that ultimately the benefits may improve. Similarly, we should see about the economies, what is the economical status of the organization, how it can be improved. So, if the economical status is improved, then obviously benefit will come to the organization. Then revenue enhancement and acceleration. What steps you should, because see, revenue enhancement is also treated as a benefit. What steps we must take to enhance, to accelerate the revenue. So, those steps if we will follow strictly, then automatically the revenue will be enhanced or the acceleration. And similarly, strategic fit. So, we must particularly improve the strategies in order to maximize the profit, in order to maximize the benefit. So, these are the strategic needs at the organization level we must see, then strategic level at the program level, then strategic level strategic techniques or the strategic actions at the project level, they have to be defined clearly, so that the benefits will be maximized for the project or for the program or for the organization. So, next we will see about to quantifying the benefits, how we can quantify the benefits. So, we have known that there are some benefits which can be quantified and valued. For example, there is a reduction of say X staff saving $Y. Say we have due to automation of the existing system, previously it was manual, due to automating it we have reduced 10 staff members, so that we have saved say $200. So, it can be easily quantified and valued. Some benefits they can be quantified, but they cannot be valued. For example, decrease in customer complaints, we have previously it was manual and now the system we have made it automated. So, the customer complaints that we are getting now, there is a it is successfully reduced. So, we can easily quantify it, but the value that we will get as the gain or the benefit, that it cannot be valued. Similarly, some benefits they can be identified, but not they can be easily quantified. For example, public approval for an organization in the locality where it is best. Suppose that and you take these mobile industries. So, they want to put a tower in your area. For that they have to take the approval of the local authority. So, if you will get, if you can, they can put a tower, then obviously their mobiles will be their mobile SIMs they will be sold more, and obviously they will get more benefit. So, this kind of benefits like public approval for a mobile industry to set up maybe a tower in the locality. If they get the approval, then they can set up a tower and they can sell more number of their mobile SIMs, and hence their benefit will be more. So, these types of benefits they can be identified, but they cannot be easily quantified. Okay. So, in this class we have discussed about the what is a program, and about the some details of and types of program management. We have also seen what is a benefit, what are the different types of benefits, and how benefits can be managed. So, these are the references, and like this. So, most of the things we have taken the reference number 1, only the different types of cost and the benefits you can see at reference number 2. Okay. Thank you very much.